So stat, was it 6.4?
Okay, guys, we're getting started. Let's go.
Two-way table probability. Wait till I speak it, not till I write it.
Does anyone need paper?
So just as a review, since I was out, I want to make sure we understood this vocabulary word. We're talking about mutually exclusive.
Does anyone remember what that means from Monday?
You know it doesn't mean rare.
No.
Nope, someone that has the notes. Don't just call it a random thing. You also have the notes, because I checked.
Yeah.
I know.
Two outcomes
Oh,
that cannot happen
I was not gonna have it at the same time.
at the same time.
Like we talked about Miss Page being in this class and in Spain at the same time is what? Zero.
Correct. So two-way tables use two variables that are not mutually exclusive. In other words, the probability that A and B does not equal 0. Okay? So we have two things that can happen. So we're going to be working with two things that can happen. So in the do now question, it was talking about skateboards and riding a bike. Bikes and skateboards. Can you do both? You can't ride a skateboard and know how to ride a bike? No, it's not 50-50. It's just that they both can occur. Can you take a math class and take an ELA class? Yes. Can you be a 12th grader and be female? So these are the type of questions that we're going to be asking on the two-way tables. So A is going to stand for outcome. This is outcome, this is variable. Variable 1, and it can have outcomes A1, A2, A3, ...
Okay, the notes we did on Monday are similar to this, but they are not the notes we are doing right now. So you need these written down.
Yeah.
What?
It was yesterday or was it
Friday.
Monday.
You were talking about this on Friday.
What day are you doing notes? Friday. Today's Tuesday. We did it Friday.
Or, so there's two ways of writing these outcomes. I can say A1, A2, A3. For example, which class do you have? Which class does a student have 5th period? There's many options, right? They can be in ELA, they can be in math, they can be in history, science, or an elective. So there's many outcomes. There's not just two outcomes. But I can also ask a question, do you have math class 5th period? And the answer would be yes, they have math or A or not A. So this is, remember we said this is the symbol notation that we use for that says no, I do not have A. So they can have multiple outcomes or it can just have yeses and nos. And then B is also the second variable. And just as well, the outcomes could be B1, B2, B3. I just want to make sure you're not confused in thinking that it always has to be yes, no questions.
Wait. B and 1 or B and 1?
Not be. The squiggly means not. That's the notation that we'll use in this class. Did you show them the other notation, or we just use the squiggly? Okay. So the other notations was A with the little C on top. That was the other saying not. So, just as a review, A, B, A1, A2, B1, B2, B3, total, total. Okay. The boxes in here, I know maybe you can't do the color part right here, or you could just highlight and outline. I just want to visually point out that these in here are not part of the totals. Okay? Each one of these boxes represents two outcomes happening. So, for example, this box right here represents A1 and B1. So A1 and B1 are true. So this is like when in the do now I asked you, what is the probability that the student rides a bike and rides a skateboard? This would be A1 and B2. This is A1 and B3. Now, what do you notice is similar? What's the commonality between each of these boxes so far? They all have what word written? And. So every single one of these has two outcomes occurring. This would be A2 and what? B1. This would be A2 and B2. A1 and B3. Oh, A2, you're right. That's me. And B3. Now, this number over here on the far right, top right, represents just what? We'll use a number for an example right after this. So what number goes into the table right here? This is going to be just what? Just A1, and this is going to be the total. This is a row total. Okay? What number goes below it? How many? Just A2. It is a row total. Now, it does not have any ands. It's only one thing. So, for example, if the question asks, what is skateboard, and it doesn't even mention the other thing, then we know we need to look towards the columns. What about below down here? This was on the bottom left. What number is going to go there? What does that represent? B1. That just represents B1, and we call this a column total. This would just be B2. This would be B3. Column total. I'm just writing the word over. Column total. And what finally goes in that far bottom box? The total, which we represented just, I'm going to be putting just N. I'm going to just use the letter N here. But yes, we call this also the total for here. So there's row totals, column totals, and total. Those are actually statistical words. And that's just how all of them represent. And we should know that if we add, one of the other things that we just need to make sure that we all understand is if I add here, I always get over this number on the right. If I add here, I get this over here. If I add down, I get this number down here. If I add here, I just want to point out that if you add them up, I know I put a lot of these blue ones, and if you don't want to see the blues, don't even write them, but I just want to point out that if you add them, it always equals across. You read left to right and up to down. So if we add the two purples down, I'm going to get this one down here. If I add these two down, if I add these two down, or if I add them across, that math always works. Same thing if I add the column totals Or if I add the row totals, I will get the total. And again, this is not the first time you're seeing this if you've been with us all year. Kind of a quick refresher, so that's why I'm trying to go a little quick.
So A2 goes twice.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Nope, you wrote A1, A2.
Let's do an example.
A1. This whole row is the A2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 23 students. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 students wear glasses. Okay? 7 of the students are wearing glasses. So, and no, you were wearing them. Put them back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 males. And 1, 2, 3. There are 3 males wearing glasses. All right, let's make a two-way table with this information. So, what are my 2 variables?
3 males wearing glasses.
What are my 2 variables? Gender
You mean female?
and glasses. All right? So there's 2 genders, and again, for the purpose of statistics, we're going to be binary for the genders, just to makes it easier for us. But we're going to just say for the purpose of this, for gender, there are males and there are non-males. Okay? Because that's how I put it. There's males, and yes, for the purpose of this, non-males do represent females. But males, they're not males. You're either male or not male. And then for the glasses, you're either wearing glasses or you're not wearing glasses. All right, 23 students. Where does that go?
The
Bottom right, total. There are 23 students. 7 students are wearing glasses. What is that? That's the top row total. So this is a total. So this is 7 students are wearing glasses. There are 8 males. The first column total. Okay? So how many non-males are there in the class? How many non-males?
Oh, wait.
How many non-males? How many non-males? How many non-males? Come on, people. How many non-males? 15. 8 plus 15 is 23, or 23 minus 15 is 8. How many non-glass wearers are there? There are 16 non-glass wearers.
Okay, you should be filling this in on your papers, please.
How many males are wearing glasses? Where does that go?
In the first box.
Top left. Good.
4.
How many males are there that are not wearing glasses today? There are 5, because I can add them. How many non-males, how many females are wearing glasses?
4.
There's 4. And how many females are not wearing glasses?
11.
And that's how I can figure these out. I'm going to add 2 questions, and then we're going to be done. What is the probability? Yeah. A randomly selected ... This is how I'm going to do it. Just to save us. What is the probability that a randomly selected student is male? What is the probability a randomly selected student is male? Quick. What is it? A randomly selected student is male.
Out of,
8 out of 22.
Boom. What is the probability that a randomly selected student is a male wearing glasses? Males wearing glasses is 3 out of 23. What is the probability that a randomly selected male is wearing glasses? Ooh, difficult here. What is the probability that a randomly selected male is wearing glasses? Male is wearing glasses. How many males are wearing glasses? How many males are wearing glasses? How many males are there? There are 8.
it's a different question.
Yes, it didn't say student, it said male. So if I only chose from the males. Last question, and then we're packing up the bell. I can beat the bell. What is the random probability is a male or wearing glasses? Sorry. Student is, sorry, what is the probability that randomly selected student is male or wearing glasses?
12?
It is. How'd you get that? Because that's the right answer. Quick, explain.
4 females added them to the 8 males.
Yes. So in this question, that's a male wearing glasses. That's a male. This person's wearing glasses. It's all these 3 numbers here, not counting these 11. So the answer here is 12 out of 23. And we'll go over that one right there.